right, the ultimate sweetheart dinner.
That's right. You don't need to go to a steakhouse for the perfect Valentine's night. You can do it right at home.
Absolutely true, and it's a delicious idea to do for your sweetheart. We're starting off with a steak here, and what I'm going to do, I use Montreal steak seasoning. I love it. It's just the McCormick. You can buy it over at the grocery store, and I'm going to put that on one side of that steak here. I'm going to just kind of press that down, flip that steak over, and just kind of put it there on the other side as well. I'm going to let that sit for just a couple of minutes while we prepare the chimichurri sauce. This is a delicious Brazilian chimichurri style of a sauce. It starts off with parsley, cilantro, and I'm going to add in some red bell pepper. You can use a red chili pepper if you want to. It's just the red color that's important for the presentation of the color of it. So once you're going to get that into there, let's add in some garlic also to that. And to it, I'm going to add in some olive oil as well as some red wine vinegar. So a very simple, savory, tangy, nice, delicious little sauce that goes over the steak. And honestly, it is so good. If you haven't tried this chimichurri sauce, you really need to go grab it and just try it out there. So once we get that into there, put that on, get this pulse together so that it comes together. I also have some fresh oregano in here as well. And let me just tell you one thing. It works really much better if you have the machine plugged in. So pulse that together, and then you can look at it, adjust for salt and pepper. If it needs more olive oil, you can add that into it. Moving over to the grill now, what I have is some fresh asparagus. Smith's actually had the asparagus on sale, which I was very excited about because I love asparagus with my steak. And I have just lightly tossed it with a little bit of olive oil. I'll get that on there grilling up, and we're going to take the steak here and get it grilling up. I only like my steaks to medium rare, but you can take them however you want them to go to your desired doneness. So let's get a little bit of oil on that so it works out well. I'm using an indoor grill for the convenience of doing this, but you can do it on your outside grill, guys. I'll keep working here in the kitchen. When we come back, we'll finish up this delicious Valentine's dinner.
Oh, it'll be wonderful. Thanks, Chef Bryan.
Quickly, of course, Ron Bird. So the steak is done, the asparagus is done, our sauce is done. I baked up some potatoes because they're so easy and delicious to serve with a dinner like this. I love them with lots of butter on them, a little salt, a little pepper. You can do sour cream if you want to. But over here, we have the steak, and it is done to about medium rare. I've let it rest for about 5 minutes before serving it. I'll serve up with some of the grilled off asparagus, and I love grilled asparagus. But word of warning when it comes to asparagus, don't grill it so much. I like it still very al dente. I just basically like it warmed up through it because I think it has a wonderful taste and texture. Anyway, and so to kill it with too much cooking it isn't a fun thing to do at all. So there is a wonderful idea for the dinner. We'll set that down. I'm going to serve it with the warm and serve anytime rolls by Rhodes Dough over here. And then to finish it off, let's top that off with some of our chimichurri Brazilian sauce, which is so easy to put together. And the nice thing that I like about a sauce like this is it's very refreshing. It's very fresh to the taste. It smells fresh. And I think it just adds so much to meat, especially meat. Oh, it's so good with it. So I'm just going to spoon that over some of those sauteed onions there. And then you can serve it with sauteed mushrooms if you wanted to as well, or the onions. It's just up to you. So a very simple idea to do with the dinner here. Some nice rolls, a baked potato, some grilled off asparagus, a nice grilled steak with the Montreal steak seasoning on it, grilled off onions with the Brazilian chimichurri sauce. It's a sweetheart's Valentine dinner idea that I think is fantastic. You can head on over to cookingwithchefbryan.com and grab the recipe, or to KUTV.com. However you'd like to do it, stay at home this year and treat that sweetheart to a delicious steak dinner, guys.
That's exactly what you're doing for Ron today. That sweetheart.
Come on, honey, come on back here, get a steak.
All right. That does look absolutely wonderful, though.
Always.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Chef Bryan.
All right, we have this